Women have reported that they are chosen as second, third, and oftentimes fourth wives, never the first, not due to religious reasons, but based on racial biases. Black people in Palestine face racial discrimination, job discrimination, and often marriage bans. They're not even allowed to marry the same way as regular Palestinians.
This young man has a very powerful message for the Free Palestine movement, specifically referring actually to the Black community who supports the Free Palestine movement, because there is a neighborhood inside of the Gaza Strip. The name I'm not going to tell you right now, it's going to come in the video, that all of you need to be aware of. Before we get into this video, 80% of you are not subscribed to this channel, which means you are not going to get the notifications for when I put out videos every single day, 3 to 4 of them. You don't want to miss any of this content. Press that subscribe button. It takes less than 5 seconds. Press the bell so that you get notified. I'm going to turn on the screen share here. One of my favorite videos right now out.
What's poppin'? So today's video is for my Black brothers and sisters who scream Free Palestine. I'd like to tell you about a place called Al Abid. Al Abid means the slave in Arabic. The 15,000 plus Black people that live in Gaza live in a place called Al Abid, which is known as the slave quarters. Women have reported that they are chosen as second, third, and oftentimes fourth wives, never the first, not due to religious reasons, but based on racial biases. Black people in Palestine face racial discrimination, job discrimination, and often marriage bans. They're not even allowed to marry the same way as regular Palestinians. Now, if I, as a Black person, went to a pro-Palestinian protest and looked to my right and saw the former Grand Wizard of the KKK, looked to my left and saw a Proud Boy or a neo-Nazi, I would feel that I was in the wrong place. Well, all of these things I just stated happen in real life. They really went to these protests. And I would begin to think as a person, well, if you truly believe in freedom for all people, should that not include the Black Palestinians? Should that not include women? Should that not include children? Because they don't have these rights in Gaza and in Palestine. Do you know where they do have these rights? In Israel. And it blows my mind that the one place of all democracy in the entire Middle East, the one place fighting for equal rights of all peoples and all colors, is the place being attacked the most and the most fingers pointed at it. Please take yourself out of the emotions, out of the propaganda, out of what's only being shown in your light and your view from one side, and start researching for yourself. Because if you went loud and proud, free Palestine, free Gaza, in Gaza, and you were Black, you would be learned and seen for yourself. And you would look and be like, wow, I'm considered second class here. I'm not even considered human. It breaks my heart every time I see it. We must come together as a people and truly fight for all freedoms of all people, and not just look at what TikTok tells us on TikTok University. Please, my people, I love y'all and I'm with y'all. Bless up.
One of the best videos, really one of the best videos that I've seen. I just came from South Africa not so long ago, and I went to the Apartheid Museum. I went to Constitution Hill. I believe it's called Constitution Hill. Don't quote me on that. I believe it is. It's late here in Israel, so I'm sort of headed towards the end of my night. But I saw what apartheid really looked like. They literally had segregated neighborhoods for Black people based on the color of their skin. They had separate schools, separate water fountains, separate bathrooms, separate supermarkets, separate ice cream shops, separate everything. This is why when people like me speak to people who are just overly emotional and we say, no, the real apartheid is actually inside of the Gaza Strip. You haven't been exposed to it because you've been led to think that the apartheid is being imposed by Israel on the Gaza Strip. The real segregation, the real racism, that's happening within the Gaza Strip. There's a neighborhood that is named after slaves that they impose on these people just to be there because of the color of their skin. It's literally categorically the same thing that happened in South Africa within the apartheid. In Israel, there is no neighborhood that is designated the slave neighborhood, and then the people who live in this slave neighborhood are Black. There's no neighborhood like that. Are there areas inside of Israel that have a higher population of black people, yes, but they're not called the slave neighborhood. I think one of the most powerful advocacy pieces that we could see right now, if we could get one of the black Palestinians inside of this neighborhood to talk about what their experience has been like living there. It doesn't do it justice when I talk about it. It doesn't do it justice when any other Israeli talks about it, because the pro-Palestinian movement will just turn a cheek. They won't look into it. You can go on a map and you can see this for yourself. The people inside of this neighborhood do not have the same rights as other people. The children do not have the same rights. The women do not have the same rights. These are literally this was the systematic framework of what apartheid looked like in South Africa. I don't really know what else there is to say. It's like, this is one of the things that you can't make up. You can't make this up. If the pro-Palestinian movement can find some slave neighborhood inside of Israel, please enlighten me, educate me. To my knowledge, it doesn't exist. I live in Tel Aviv. I see white people, I see black people, I see gay people, I see straight people, I hear French, I hear Russian, I hear Hebrew, I hear Arabic, I hear English, I hear Spanish, I hear Portuguese, almost on a daily basis, by the way. There are people walking up and down the boardwalk, the Tayelet here, all different faiths, all religions, all races, all ethnicities, all cultural backgrounds. You go down towards Charles Clore and you'll see Muslims and Arabs praying openly. Like, I don't know. It's like annoying continuing to say the same thing over and over because, like, literally it's just right here. It's all right here. And the Gaza Strip is where you're seeing apartheid. The Gaza Strip is where you're seeing a prison. The Gaza Strip is where you're seeing racism. Why can't I go in there? I'm a Jew. What, so they segregate their land based on the ethnicity of the person? And based on the color of their skin? What does that sound like to you? I'll let you guys answer that one. Here's a note from me. Here are 4 ways you can help us grow if you believe in our mission. On Buy Me a Coffee and PayPal, you can directly contribute to helping this message grow and reach more people across the world. If you want to join the inner circle, join our Patreon with different tiers, and of course, our Discord community, which is free with people from all across the world. The links to every single one are in the description. And last but not least, to the other Barak community, I love you. Ani ohev otchem. I'll see you guys next time.